I would think, one of the more fascinating cases that you've
Sure.
encountered. A guy who barely got to play in college and finally here at Northwestern had an opportunity. So is it intriguing, and for you as a coach, and then for him as a prospect, does that play to his advantage? Because there's clearly some fascinating pieces there, and from an NFL perspective, they need a closer look.
Right. No, I think he is a very intriguing prospect. You know, to go in the room and evaluate Stephen means you have had to have done some homework. He doesn't have a giant sample size, but he does have a season plus. But then you got to go back and study how he got there. So he was at one of the best schools in the nation, just a factory of NFL talent, all type of NFL coaches in that building. So he's been learning and cutting his teeth, and he's been in there at LSU. Then he spent a year at Vanderbilt, still competing, wanting to go play. He did play at Vanderbilt until he got injured. So you can see the drive is still there. So he spent the formative years of his college career in the SEC, right? All right. So then he wanted to make one more stand, I guess you would say, and came down here to Northwestern State. Got in here, won the job, took over the team, really hit a nice stride, especially during the back half of the season, got himself more footage, understanding that that's what he needed to do if he's going to make that jump. And I think you take all that into account, get a chance to come down here and do something like this with the pro day and see the tools up close. You know, no defense or no great play calling by the offensive coordinator. It's just a matter of him taking the ball, going from A to B, A to B, A to B, over and over again, and really trying to stack up, his wares. And then you'd be remiss if you left out his lineage. So the closest person in his life, or certainly one of the closest people, is one of the best quarterbacks on the planet. So now you know that he's not too far from that tree in any respect. So in terms of impact, influence, support, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, you've got to know who's in their corner. And I think he has great support, great love and admiration from his brother, for his brother. And you put all that together, and he can definitely get on it, to an NFL program and compete for a 3 or a 2 and get into camp. And who knows, a couple years from now, what can happen.
All right. You didn't want to say it coming into this day, I know, to Stephen, but now that it's behind him, how critical was today?
Today was a very big day. Today was critical. He needed today. He wanted today. I'll put it like that. He wanted today. When you get a stage like this to come out and make your own statement, you got to nail it. You got to nail it. He put his work in. He took a lot of feedback and gathered a lot of information about the questions about him. That's really what a pro day is. If you don't answer the questions or misperceptions about your game, if you don't answer those when you have an opportunity to create something like this, you really missed the mark. And he did that. And again, heavy focus on footwork, urgency, some movement. He didn't need to come out here and show he was Cam Newton, but he definitely wanted to show, listen, I can make some plays, off platform or being interrupted or being put on the run. I can make all that. And then the other side of a pro day is you want to show what you're supremely gifted at. I'm better than every other guy in this quarterback class. And that's getting to the boundary, driving the ball north, and the accuracy. That consistency, that's what he absolutely wanted to show. So today was big, and I tell kids all the time, in a pro day, you can go squirrel hunting or elephant hunting. They're going to watch whatever you bring back to the cabin. And I thought he got his elephant today.